Honorable Senator.
Asante Bwana Spika. Katika Kenya kuna county inaitwa Meru County na iko na wapiga kura 1800. Bwana Spika, leo sio siku ya kwanza ya kuongea mambo ya Meru. Leo ni siku ya 3. Nasangaa sana nikisikia watu wakisema twende watu 11. Kenya yote katika county 47 inaangalia vile tutaamua hii kesi ya Meru. Kwa sababu ya kipindi ya miaka 2 watu wa Meru wamehangaika, wameumia. Sio safari ya kwanza Gavana Kawira kuletwa hapa, hii ni mara ya 3. Tulisema wakati wa pili tulimpatia onyo, tukamwambia aende angalie katika Biblia 1:18 njoo tusemesane, waende waongee na makanisa, waongee na MP na MCA, waweze kusemesana, waweze kuona vile watasaidia county ya Meru. Sasa ni safari ya 3. Ningeomba mimi kama Senator wa Embu County naunga mkono tuweze kwenda kusikiza Kawira tukiwa maseneta 67, kwa sababu ni watu tuko na unjuzi wa kuamua aidha Kawira amefanya makosa mara ya 3 ama hajafanya. Kwa sababu sioni vile our MCA kila dakika usiku na mchana wanaweza kuwa wanakelea Kawira. Mpaka tuangalie vile itakuwa kama amefanya makosa atimuliwe na seneta 67. Kama hajafanya makosa arudishwe.
Honorable Senators, order. Senator Mundigi. Now, Senators, honorable Senators, in my message that I read to you, and I want to believe that Senator Mundigi was in the House when I was passing that message. Our contribution should be limited on whether or not we should go the committee way. Leave Meru out of this debate for now. Senator Wambua.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I don't know what the excitement is about. Mr. Speaker, I stand to oppose the motion on the appointment of a select committee to handle the impeachment of the governor of Meru. Mr. Speaker, for a good reason. You know, the Senate does not exist in a vacuum. We live in a society, and we have ears, we listen. We hear what people are saying, we see what is happening. Mr. Speaker, the matter of the impeachment of the governor of Meru has attracted immense interest beyond Meru, beyond the eastern region. It would be better, Mr. Speaker, that everybody gets to see the proceedings on the floor of the Senate. And as this happens, Mr. Speaker, I want to borrow from the case of O.J. Simpson. And the jury said, if the gloves fit, if they do not fit, you acquit. If the gloves fit, you convict. The Speaker, guided by the evidence and facts that shall be brought here on the plenary, that decision will be made. I vote for the plenary.
Senator Chute.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Let me also take this opportunity to stand to oppose this motion. Honorable Speaker, we've had over 10 impeachments for the last 10 years. And out of those, Senator Kawira is coming here for the 3rd time. The first time, it went committee way, and it was chaired by His Excellency, the future governor, and now Senator Boni Khalwale. The second one went plenary way, and this one also should go the plenary way, simply because the Kenyans are looking at the Senate now, and we want to participate fully. And I want to take this opportunity to completely disagree with Nairobi Senator. Nairobi Senator referred to this house as mostly empty. You can find only 3 people. I think if the 3 people are found here, Senator Nairobi wouldn't be here because he's always also absentee. Let him not pretend to be being here. So, Honorable Speaker, I support the plenary way. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Senator Dulo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I oppose the motion simply because I believe, having been around for some time now, I have experience of both committee and plenary way. If I may give a very good example of a committee that actually brought down a senator in this country, when we went committee way, it was during the impeachment of former Nyeri governor. I sat in that committee. We went very well up to the end. The last minute, we were actually 2 members who were left supporting the impeachment. And when it came to the House, the senator was really devastated. And he ended up even losing his seat because it really touched him. Number 2, Mr. Speaker, this Meru matter is very serious. It's not a matter of people saying plenary or committee way. It's a matter that is affecting seriously Meru people. And we must look at it critically, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I believe if we go plenary way, Meru County will be able to see what is happening at the impeachment of their governor. But if it goes committee way, sometimes they might not even watch to see what transpires at the committee level. Mr. Speaker, having been around for some time, participated in both plenary and committee, I fully support plenary. I thank you.
Senator Newto.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I join my colleagues that feel we should go the plenary way because, Mr. Speaker, we have been able to prosecute impeachment matters here at least twice in plenary, Mr. Speaker. The last time Governor Kawira was brought here, we went the plenary way and we were able to make a decision to retain her as governor of Meru County. Mr. Speaker, later on, impeachment proceedings of the former deputy governor for Kisii were brought here and the plenary was able to impeach that deputy governor, Mr. Speaker. What am I driving at? I'm just trying to say, Mr. Speaker, that this House has been able to prove itself that it can impeach and it can also stop an impeachment depending on the evidence that is tabled before this House, Mr. Speaker. And so the competency or otherwise of the plenary, Mr. Speaker, has already been proven. Mr. Speaker, the other reason that makes me feel that I need to support plenary proceedings on this matter is the fact that it also accords or affords senators, all senators, an opportunity, Mr. Speaker, to kind of have some training on how to carry out these impeachment proceedings, Mr. Speaker. And some of the evidence that will be tabled here by the County Assembly of Meru, Mr. Speaker, would also maybe has a bearing on what happens in our counties also. And so, Mr. Speaker, this will be an eye-opener to all senators so that they can be able to see what transpires in counties, the things that happens in counties, good or otherwise, Mr. Speaker. And so I think, and I strongly feel that we should give every senator an opportunity to be able to participate in these proceedings so that they can get training and they can be able to see whether there is a bearing on what will be brought here and what happens to our counties, Mr. Speaker. And so I stand here to propose, not to propose, Mr. Speaker, but to support the idea of having plenary. By that, Mr. Speaker, I oppose the motion on the floor. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator for Vihiga and Deputy Party Leader.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for recognizing my new role as the Deputy Party Leader of the Orange Democratic Movement. Mr. Speaker, I want to speak as a Senator of Vihiga and not the DPL of ODM. Mr. Speaker, the motion is for us to either agree to a plenary or a committee. Whereas, Mr. Speaker, I fully agree with the members who are saying we go the plenary way, but there is a small problem, Mr. Speaker, that we know very well the outcome of a committee is usually a report. And that report, Mr. Speaker, having seen some of the reports that have come out of committees, they go beyond just the question of impeachment or not impeachment. The situation of Meru, Mr. Speaker, is a very complex one that requires serious thinking, because we don't want to make a decision and then again next time we are also told to also deal with the same issue of Meru. My view would be, Mr. Speaker, that there may be instances where we need to look at the provisions of Article 192 of the Constitution, whether to suspend this county and we send everyone home or not. And that can be dealt effectively in a committee, in a report, which can now be sent to the President for action as per the provisions of Article 192. Our standing orders are limited because they don't allow us to produce a report, which can now be sent to the President for action. So I want to urge members, I know that the plenary way is the most popular one, but the most effective one in these circumstances is the committee way. So I want to ask you, members, that we agree to support the committee way, because it is going to help us deal with this problem of Meru once and for all. Mr. Speaker, I support.
Senator Murango.
Asante sana mstahiki Spika. Ya kwanza ningetaka kusema ya kwamba moja ya jukumu ambalo bunge la Seneti huwa imepewa na ni jukumu ambalo halijapewa bunge la kitaifa ni kuangalia malalamiko baada ya gavana kung'atuliwa. Na kwanza ndio maana nasimama hapa siku ya leo na nataka kupinga mswada uliowasilishwa leo hii ya kwamba tuende nje ya kamati, na ningesema kwamba tuende bunge nzima la county liweze kukaa kitako na kuvalia njuga jambo hili. Mstahiki Speaker, ningetaka pia kupingana na msemo ambao umesemwa na Senator wa Vihiga ya kwamba kuna mambo tunafaa kuangalia.
Senator Olekina Nosoti, take your seat, please.
Mstahiki Speaker, pia ningependa pia kutoa kauli kulingana na mapendekezo za Senator wa Vihiga Otsosi kwamba tunafaa kuangalia kama tunaweza vunja kaunti nzima. Ningetaka kumwambia kwamba panya akiingia kwa gala, uchomi gala unatoa panya. Kwa hivyo, Mstahiki Speaker, mimi naunga mkono tuvalie njuga swala hili mpaka mwisho. Asante sana Mstahiki Speaker.
Senator Ogola Beatrice. Senator Akinyi. Senator Beth Siengwa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I stand to oppose the motion for the following reasons. Mr. Speaker, in this House we are 67 of us, and we are unique, and each of us process information differently. We need the matter to be brought to the plenary so that each of us will process the information, the evidence provided, and will make a very good decision about Meru County. Mr. Speaker, it has been 5 times the governor of Meru has been impeached. We must bring this issue to an end because Meru needs to have services. Meru needs to move forward like the rest of the counties. The second reason, Mr. Speaker, I really want to appreciate the committee members who have been appointed, and it is good. And they are good senators. But, Mr. Speaker, Meru people and the entire country has interest on this issue. What is it so special about Meru? And everybody wants to hear, to see, and know what has been ailing Meru County. The third reason, Mr. Speaker, is I oppose the motion and support the plenary way is because as a leader of women in this nation, Mr. Speaker, the women, the children, they are interested in this issue of Meru. And they want to see whether it is this specific governor for Meru is failing, or it is then issues that can be addressed by other women who are giving themselves for leadership in this nation. For that reason, Mr. Speaker, I oppose the motion and hold and support my colleagues who have said we go the plenary way. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Sigei. Senator Wakili.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I rise to oppose the motion to establish a committee. Mr. Speaker, I am aware that I stand a chance to chair this committee of impeachment. However, the interest of the people of Meru and the interest of the entire House is paramount. I therefore, Mr. Speaker, notwithstanding the fact that the honorable members who have been nominated to that particular committee are great leaders, great senators, they can give us the best decision that we can ever have, I still believe that the best to serve the people of Meru in this particular motion is to have this matter dealt with by the plenary. And I know that the honorable senator from Narok, because, Mr. Speaker, I sit in the SBC, he's raised concerns regarding a bit of trolling that has already occurred. The only and the best way to serve that particular concern is to ensure that the whole House deals with this matter. And, Mr. Speaker, I therefore oppose the motion. Thank you.
Senator Muma.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to contribute. I rise to oppose the motion. Mr. Speaker, I think this matter should be heard in plenary for the reason that it is more serious than we even think it is. It is a precedent-setting matter because Governor Kawira is being brought. It's actually the 5th time, but the 3rd time in the House. It is important, particularly during this time in the country, that we operate very transparently, we discuss the issues very transparently, that every senator is given an opportunity to contribute to the allegations from an informed point of view. Mr. Speaker, I suggest that every senator prepare properly and read as you have guided. Let us be guided by the Constitution and the law. Let us ensure that we deliver justice in this matter to whichever of the groups that are coming. Mr. Speaker, as we do so, I would want to request that you pay attention to something Senator Sifuna has raised. Senator Sifuna raises the fact that the plenary may inhibit the participation of everybody. I want to make a request that as we discuss that we pay attention to the fact that nominated members are also capable of contributing to this debate, even if they are not going to vote. So I would suggest that we manage the time in such a way that even nominated senators are given ample time to contribute to this debate. So I suggest that the last time we did, as a few of us really tried to put our hands, but were not able to contribute. I know it may have been because of time, but I'm just putting that out there, that we consider that the House is made of 67. I therefore support the plenary, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Kisang.